has resigned from the Labour Party after a weekend of revelations about his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein.
The former cabinet minister, who's a member of the House of Lords, was sacked as Britain's ambassador to the United States in September. He features in the latest documents released by the United States Department of Justice.
Well, Lord Mandelson says he believes allegations that he received payments totaling tens of thousands of dollars from the convicted sex offender are false. But he says he is stepping down from the Labour Party to avoid causing further embarrassment. Here's Ellie Price.
It's not just because of the new images showing the former Labour cabinet minister in his pants. Peter Mandelson was sacked as UK ambassador to Washington last September because of his links to Jeffrey Epstein. Now he's resigned his membership to the Labour Party, saying he does not wish to cause further embarrassment over those links. The latest documents released by the US government include bank statements from 20 years ago, allegedly showing $75,000 in payments from Epstein.
Well, Mr. Speaker,
Mandelson was a Labour MP at the time. There's no record of those payments in Parliament's Register of Interests. In a statement, he said, "I have no record and no recollection of receiving these sums and do not know if the documents are authentic. I can say clearly, though, I regret ever having known Epstein. I was wrong to believe Epstein and swallow his lies following his conviction and to continue my association with him afterwards. I deeply regret doing so and apologise unequivocally to the women and girls who suffered."
Do you think you're the devil himself?
Jeffrey Epstein died in his cell in 2019, awaiting trial for further sex offences. There's no context and no date here, but this video of Epstein from a 2-hour interview released in the files is no less chilling.
Somebody knows what? The devil's brilliant. You read Milton's Paradise Lost.
No, the devil scares me.
A few minutes later, he was asked this.
Just ask a question. Is your money dirty money?
No, it's not.
For the other individuals named in these documents, it's the timing that's created such embarrassment. Among them, the former Duchess of York. One email we came across from Jeffrey Epstein to a billionaire American hedge fund manager appears to suggest that Sarah Ferguson, Fergie, said she could organise tea in the Buckingham Palace apartments or Windsor Castle. Again, there's no context, but look at the date, July 2009, when Epstein was still serving a sentence after being convicted of soliciting sex from a 14-year-old girl. And 6 months later, another email from Sarah to Epstein. "You are a legend. I really don't have the words to describe my love, gratitude for your generosity and kindness," she writes. "Kiss, kiss. I am at your service. Just marry me." Sarah Ferguson has been approached for comment. Her ex-husband Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has been horse riding in Windsor this weekend. The former prince has also been pictured in the latest releases from the Epstein files. Up until this weekend, Virginia Giuffre had been the sole victim, claiming to have been sent to the UK by Epstein to have sex with Andrew, something he has strenuously denied. Now a BBC investigation has discovered a second woman. She says that encounter took place here at Royal Lodge in 2010 when she was in her 20s. It's the first time that an Epstein survivor has alleged a sexual encounter took place at a royal residence. BBC News has seen an email exchange between Andrew and the woman arranging the meeting. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has not responded to our request for comment. For both of these men, any chance of a place in public life is finished, but the Epstein saga is almost certainly not. Ellie Price, BBC News.
And on the resignation of Peter Mandelson from Labour, Henry, I mean, it's hard to overstate the significance of that. A guy who's been at the heart of the top of the Labour Party for decades.
Yeah, absolutely right. Essentially for all of his life, John. But it did feel, as the weekend developed and as more and more things were unearthed from the latest release of Epstein files, which related to Lord Mandelson, that this was going to come to a crunch, that there was going to have to be a decision for Sir Keir Starmer about whether to kick Lord Mandelson out of the Labour Party. Well, in the end, Peter Mandelson took that decision for himself. In a letter to Labour's General Secretary, which he released last night, he said, "I have been further linked this weekend to the understandable furore surrounding Jeffrey Epstein, and I feel regretful and sorry about this." He added, "Allegations which I believe to be false, that he made financial payments to me 20 years ago, and of which I have no record or recollection, need investigating by me. While doing this, I do not wish to cause further embarrassment to the Labour Party, and I am therefore stepping down from membership of the party." And he went on to repeat an apology to women and girls affected by Jeffrey Epstein. I think it is hard, as you say, John, to get away from what a big deal this is. Lord Mandelson resigns from the Labour Party is a headline that would have felt practically unimaginable, certainly a year ago, when Lord Mandelson was appointed as the ambassador to the US by Sir Keir Starmer, and the Conservatives this morning calling for an independent investigation into that appointment. Lord Mandelson, very much the third musketeer of New Labour with Tony Blair and Gordon Brown, but his career in the Labour Party dates far back beyond that. His grandfather was deputy leader of the Labour Party. It is extraordinary that it has all ended like this.